So today what I'm going to show you is a really fun potato recipe, and I really don't have a name for it. We call them squiggly chippies. So they're my squiggly chippies. And the one downside to this recipe is that you will need a spiralizer. And this spiralizer is called Lurch. And I actually bought it off of John Collard from Growing Your Own Greens at the Heirloom Festival in Santa Rosa. So this I'll put a link below of where you can find it. And what you're going to need is a spiralizer, and I have it on the biggest setting here. There's 3 different settings, and so this one's just the regular one. And you're going to need potatoes. You can use as many potatoes as you want. You can do 1 potato, you can do 2 potatoes, or you can do 7 potatoes like we are right here. And I'm just using any potato. You can do this with any potato. What I put on this for a seasoning is smoky sweet paprika, some onion powder, garlic powder, and some salt-free Mrs. Dash. And you're going to need a baking dish or baking pan that's lined with parchment paper. So let's get started. So I just washed the potatoes and I'm just using them with the skin on. Now that's what they'll come out looking like right here. And you'll see there's little chunks and then there's some long ones. And this is literally one long potato. And what you want to do is break it up a little bit because it gets a little annoying when you're trying to eat it. So I will break these up and just put them in my bowl here. So I'm going to go ahead and spiralize all of these other potatoes and we'll come back. Okay, so we spiralized all 7 potatoes, and this is what it looks like. Now it looks like a lot of potatoes, but they cook and they shrink, and you'll see it's not that much. So I'm just going to add seasoning, and I add about 2 big spoonfuls of paprika, since this may be a little more. And you just eyeball it. I eyeball the ingredients. You know, it's whatever you want. You can just do salt and pepper. You know, whatever you want. I have seen some people that put curry on it, like curry powder, and that's delicious too. It's just whatever your kids like. And then you just mix it with your hands. I just mix it all in. Once I even put taco seasoning. And now I'm just going to put them on my tray. Now if you have a couple trays, you can spread them out on a couple trays. I just use 1 tray and it works just fine. They all get cooked the same. Okay, now you have 2 options with baking. You can bake them at 450 degrees for about 25 to 30 minutes, or you can do what I'm doing. I bake them at 400 degrees for about 45 to 50 minutes. Ooh. So it's been about an hour. And the last 10 minutes I cranked up the heat to 450 degrees to just give this crispiness here. And as you can see, they've shrunk, and I'm going to let them cool for about 5 minutes, and then I'll show you how we like to eat it with our burgers. And I will put the video of my burger recipe link below. And I just scoop them out, and they're nice and crunchy. You can hear them. And sometimes I'll put them in my burger, or I'll just eat them with a little bit of ketchup.